Okay, so today we're going to learn about blood typing. First of all, I want you to think about everything you know about blood typing. So, do you know there's 4 types of blood? Do you know what those might be? Can you get just any blood if you go to the hospital and you need blood? Can you just get any blood? What do you know first? All right, so let's take a look at this. There are 4 types of human blood type. Okay, the first type is type A. That's what I am. Somebody back in the late 1800s named all these. So they named that the membrane protein that sticks out of the blood for those people who have A blood, they just call that membrane protein A. So all along every single one of my red blood cells, I have this little like triangular shape. It's a special 3-dimensional shaped protein. B is another type of blood. And so they noted B blood type with the blue circles. So with someone who has B blood, all of their blood has these little membrane proteins sticking out of it. If you are AB blood, you have both the A membrane protein sticking out of your cell, and you have the B membrane protein sticking out of your cell. So you have both membrane proteins. Now, the way we write this, it is type AB blood, not type B blood, BA blood. We always alphabetize, so A comes before B, so it is type AB blood. O is another type of blood, and they have no membrane proteins on their surface. So their red blood cells are smooth. Now, although there's 4 blood types, every person only gets 1 allele for blood type from each parent. So we have 1 gene for blood type, which is made up of 2 alleles. So we can only have 1 type of blood. So one person cannot have all these different types. This type of blood typing is inheritance is called multiple allele because there's more than 2 alleles for blood typing. You have the A allele, you have the B allele, and you have the O allele. And these are actually labeled. A is the A allele, the B allele is written as a letter B, and the O allele is written as a letter O. Now, it's called multiple alleles also because there is a hierarchy. So both A blood and B blood are dominant. So if you have 1 A allele from one parent, 1 B allele from another parent, you have type AB blood. They are both dominant to each other. If you have O blood, that is the recessive blood type. So you are capital O, capital O. So to have O blood, both parents must give you O to have O blood. AB blood and O blood only have 1 genotype and 1 phenotype. But A and B blood are different. You can be homozygote A blood, which is what I am, or you could be heterozygote A blood. You have 1 A allele and 1 recessive O allele. And remember, hetero means different, so your alleles are different. And the same thing goes for B blood. You could be homozygous dominant B, or you could be heterozygous B. Now, so what does hierarchy mean then? Well, hierarchy is a ranking. So you have some in the ranking that are higher than others. And the hierarchy in blood types is A and B are both up here as dominant. O is down here at recessive. Another example of hierarchy is your class rankings here at school. And freshmen, I'm sorry, 9th graders, freshmen are on the bottom. And seniors rule the roost. And then your sophomores and juniors are underneath. So there's a hierarchy. Underclassmen are considered freshman, sophomore. Upperclassmen are considered junior, seniors. So that's a hierarchy. There's a ranking. Now, So we've already discussed this one. If you're heterozygote for B blood, one parent gave you a B, one parent gave you an O. All right, let's look at Marquand. He has B blood. His mother is homozygous dominant B, but his father is AB. So what must Marquand's blood type be? So to do that, we're going to look at a Punnett square. So here we go. So if Marquand's mom is A blood, sorry, B blood, Marquand's blood type is B blood. That's his mom. His dad is AB. So what could Marquand's blood type be? Well, let's check it out. In this box, the A comes over and the B comes down. But is this the right way to write blood type? Does the B come before the A? No. So it's AB. What type of blood is this? This is also AB blood. The A comes over and the B comes down. What's this type of blood? This is BB. This B comes over, this B comes down. And then this blood type is homozygous B. So if Marquand is B blood, what is his genotype, or what are his alleles going to look like? Marquand is going to be BB. He can't be anything up here because there's an A present, and Marquand doesn't have A blood. He's got B blood. Okay, so that's how your first Punnett square. So now let's go back and let's look at this one. So Seth is heterozygote A blood. And Julie is AB blood. Okay, so Seth is heterozygote A, and I'm going to stop sharing my screen again so y'all can see. So Seth is heterozygote B. Let me make sure I got this right. Heterozygote A blood. Hetero means different. So his first allele is an A, but he's hetero. So is this second allele, is it going to be another A, or is it going to be an O? It's going to be an O. And the other parent, I believe, and I'm sorry, I'm not remembering this, AB. The other parent is AB blood. So here we go. All right, so now let's figure it out. So 2 capital A's go here. What goes here? And A comes before O in the alphabet. All right, so what is this one right here? And what is this one right here? AB. Okay, so the question is, what percent of their children would have A blood? So what percent is going to be A? Well, we know that this box has a B in it, so not going to be that one. That box has a B in it. So you've got these 2 boxes left. Is AA and AO, are they the same blood type? Yes. So they have a 50% chance to have A blood. Okay, so a 50% chance to have A blood. Now, does this mean if Seth and Julie have 4 kids and 2 of them are going to be A blood, one of them's going to be AB and one's going to be B blood? No. They could have 4 kids and every single one of them has A blood. These percents in a Punnett square give you the percent chance that your child will be that way. It's not a guarantee. Okay. So let's look at one more slide, and let me share my screen again. Okay, so if both parents have O blood, can they give birth to a child with A blood? Okay, so that's the first one. All right, now, if you're sitting there thinking, you might already know the answer to this without a Punnett square. Okay, but let's go ahead and take a look at it. Okay, so if both parents have O blood, so both parents are O. All right, what are all the babies going to be? Well, there's going to be an O in every single box because that's all there is. So if both parents have type O blood, all of their babies are going to be O blood. O's recessive. The only way to be O is if both your parents give it to you. So 100% of their babies are going to be O blood. All right? So we've got one more before it's time to get y'all started. So oops, let's share screen one more time. Okay, so number 2, Laquan, and I've had a bunch of Laquans, I'll be honest, so the 2 spellings I've used actually are 2 different people. Laquan is heterozygote A. Heterozygote A. And Lyra is AB. Okay, so, and this is a former student and his girlfriend. They actually they were pregnant while he was in my class. So we actually just did the blood type since they both knew what their blood types were. So we did a class Punnett square. So let's figure it out. Okay, so if you are heterozygote A, hetero means different. So that's A and then O. O is a recessive allele. And then Lyra was AB blood. Okay, and I don't remember the girlfriend's name, so I had to come up with that one. I can't remember. I didn't teach her. So let's look at what these are. So what goes in this box? This one. And remember the A goes first because it comes first in the alphabet. This box. And this box. Okay. So what are these blood types going to be? So there's 3 boxes with A's in them. But is this going to be blood type A? Nope. So that's AB. And that's the only one that says AB. So that's going to be 25% AB blood. Okay. These 2 have A's in them also. What kind of blood type are they going to be? Okay. Those are going to be blood type. That's 50% A blood. Okay, so remember, if we go back to our quarters, if every single box is worth a quarter, when you have 2 boxes, that's 2 quarters, that's 50 cents. So that's where that 50 comes from. And then this, what blood type is that? That's going to be blood type B. Okay. So what you're going to do next is you're going to get busy on your classwork. And again, you have the capital A, capital B, and capital O. O is recessive. A and B are dominant, and they're always visible. The reason this blood type is not considered codominant because of the O blood. It is a hierarchy. A and B are dominant, they're up here. O is down here, it's weak. That is why this is not codominance and why it is called multiple allele. All right, so good luck on the classwork.